Kufara, and Zahoor Ahmed Sheikh, ad hoc SRTC driver of Khodwani, Kulgam, have been arrested, and they have completely revealed everything. Investigation conducted has established that these three accused persons in association with 4 terrorists of Lashkar-e-Taiba, which I named already, that is Ismail alias Harun, Mawiya, Pakistani, Furqan, a Pakistani, and Yawar Bashir, code Ayan, son of Bashir Ahmad Wani, or Hablish, there is a village, Hablish, Devsar Kulgam, carried out the attack. Among 4 terrorists, 3, serial number 1, 2 and 3 were foreigners and 1 was local. Yawar had joined Lashkar-e-Taiba in the month of February 1st, 2017. Before that, he was a student of religious seminary Darul Uloom Bilaliya in Srinagar. Now, the interesting part is he looted a weapon from a police person on 4th of February 2017 at Hazratbal, Srinagar, and joined Lashkar-e-Taiba. The said conspiracy was hatched by the terrorists with active support of arrested persons by way of transporting terrorists through vehicles, providing shelter to the terrorists, and actually carrying out the recce of the area before carrying out that. The attack was initially planned for 9th of July. The attack was initially planned for 9th of July, but that day there was no movement of a CRPF vehicle or a Yatri vehicle in isolation. Remember. They had kept a code word for CRPF vehicle and a Yatri vehicle. The code word for a CRPF vehicle was Bilal, and the code word for a Yatri vehicle was Shaukat. So 6, they kept on waiting near Batengu, but there was no movement in isolation of any vehicle, so they had to retreat without doing any action. On 10th they repeated the same modus operandi, the same planning, and unfortunately for the Yatris that day, this bus, which had a breakdown near Bijbehara and was there for quite some time, when it reached Batengu, it was attacked. And rest, you know how it happened. Accused persons have been arrested day 3 and produced before the court and are presently on police remand. Now, they are the guys, these 3, who provided them logistic support, that is a place to stay before the attack, vehicles, 2 vehicles rather, a Centro and a Alto, and a motorcycle, to recce the area and to carry out the action and then escape, and planned and also worked as their what you call guides. And one of them, I think it was Ajaz, who said that today the movement of medical representative, that he indicated that yes, today there is a vehicle, there is movement of Shaukat. Shaukat means vehicle of Yatri vehicle, and that is how it was attacked. So as far as the investigation part is concerned, it is complete, it is over, and we know who is involved. Now remains the other part, to get after the armed militants and eliminate them. We are quite near to them. and hopefully we'll be neutralizing them in the coming days. It can be today, it can be tomorrow. We are working on that. Thank you very much. In my opinion, it was a very important case, and as I said initially, our aim was to, besides neutralizing the armed militants, our aim was to know, investigate how it happened. Because there were so many speculations going on. There were speculations in media also. There were speculations in our circles also, everywhere. The fingers was being raised, suspicions and this and that. But now everything is clear. These are the guys who were involved, who planned it along with militants, and who carried out the attack. Thank you very much.
Behind this attack, मकसद क्या था इनका?
Now listen. अभी जब मैं आपको बता रहा था इस पूरे मामले के बारे में, मैंने आपको कहा कि इन्होंने 2 टारगेट रखे थे, सीआरपीएफ व्हीकल एंड यात्री व्हीकल. अनफॉर्चुनेटली उस दिन यात्री व्हीकल आ गई. अगर सीआरपी व्हीकल आती, इट वुड हैव बीन अटैक्ड. Shaukat was for Yatri vehicle and Bilal was for CRPF vehicle. So it was basically to जो जिसको कहते हैं ना purely a terrorist act of terrorism. What is act of terrorism? To create scare, डराना, लोगों में डर पैदा करना, ये वो एक्ट था. इसी तरह अगर सीआरपी पे इनकी वो उस दिन वो बात आ जाती तो सीआरपीएफ पे अटैक वाज इमिनेंट दैट डे. दे हैड प्लान फॉर इट.
Sir, apart from this case, which case is most important to you? I mean, from south, that police is investigating on.
Now, fortunately, we have been able to crack a very important case. That is when my SHO Achabal and 5 other colleagues of mine were martyred by the militants. So we cracked that case. Now, for that matter, every case of terrorism is important. But there are certain cases which become sensational. Either they become sensational or they are sensationalized, whatever it is. So now our focus is towards certain cases.
Any important case for
I will not divulge completely, but yes, there are 2-3 cases. We are looking.
आपने कहा कि जो इसमें सिविलियन थे जिन्होंने OGWs.
Don't call them civilians. No, don't call them OGWs. They are militants without weapons.
We have supported them.
They are not supported them. They are part of the conspiracy. When I am using 120B, that is criminal conspiracy. So they are part of conspiracy.
मेरा सवाल दूसरा सर, 3 पकड़े गए हैं, 2 के बारे में आपने बोला कि वो मार दिए हैं.
मैंने
क्या वो
नहीं, इसका मतलब आपका ध्यान मेरी तरफ नहीं था जब मैं बात कर रहा था. मैंने ये कहा कि जो 2 ब्राकपुरा चांस एनकाउंटर में मारे गए, हम उनकी इन्वॉल्वमेंट इसमें इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं. whether they were actually involved in this in one way or the other or not. We are investigating.
आपने कहा कि 3 लोग पकड़े गए हैं जिन्होंने मदद की इस अटैक को करने में. बाकी 4 के बारे में क्या है जिन्होंने एक्चुअल अटैक किया? व्हाट इज द स्टेटस?
I said कि we are homing on to them. We are very near to them and you will get a good news in coming days.
तो सर कितने लोग इसमें टोटल पकड़े गए अभी तक?
3 आदमी पकड़े. 3 आदमी पकड़े.
They had 2 targets in their mind, yes. CRPF and the Yatra, neither of the 2. That means the attack was premeditated. That's correct?
I'll say this is in whatever way you want to take it, you can take it, but it is a fact that 2 codes were fixed by them, one for the CRPF vehicle, one for the Yatra vehicle.
Whichever they would.
Yes, whichever would come first, they would have attacked. That is why on 9th, no vehicle, neither CRPF vehicle nor the Yatra vehicle came, so they retreated. But on 10th, unfortunately, this Yatra vehicle came. And if you remember, and if all of you remember, on that day also, per chance a police bunker was there, which was following this Yatra vehicle, a bit far from the Yatra vehicle. It was also hit by bullets. So, as I said, their aim was to create a scare and a purely a terrorist action.
Answer, why these OGWs, whatever you call them, by knowing that the Yatra would be the target?
Yes. Yes.
लेकिन पुलिस ने उस वक्त यही कहा था कि ये सिर्फ पुलिस और सीआरपीएफ टारगेट नहीं, तो इत्तेफाकिया के तौर पे या नेग्लिजेंस जो
उस वक्त
हुई थी कि वो गलत टाइम पे
एक मिनट
पुलिस
शायद मैं बिल्कुल उस वक्त हमने ये कहा था, उस वक्त इन्वेस्टिगेशन मामले की शुरू नहीं हुई थी। आज तब से अब 1 महीना हो गया और पूरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन हुई है मामले की, इसीलिए तो हमने जुर्रत की है आपके सामने आने की। आपके सामने आना क्या मजाक है? हाँ, ज्यादा मुश्किल नहीं, बहुत मुश्किल है, ठीक है ना। तो उस वक्त से लेके आज तक काफी तह में गए हैं, एक इन्वेस्टिगेशन हुई है इसमें, जिससे ये पता चल रहा है सीआरपीएफ और यात्रा दोनों टारगेट थे, दोनों ही टारगेट।
सर ये कहीं पे भी टारगेट कर सकते थे, तो उन्होंने यही एरिया क्यों चुना है जहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी और हर कोई मतलब?
हाँ, ये बहुत खूबसूरत सवाल है आपका। आप हमेशा जो आपकी जब आप खेलने जाते हैं ना, यू चूज योर प्ले ग्राउंड, जहाँ आप अगर आप बैट्समैन हैं, आपको अच्छा लगता है जिस विकेट पे आप पहले उसका कंफर्टेबल हो। सो जहाँ पे उनको लॉजिस्टिक स्पोर्ट है, जहाँ पे उनको इन ओजीडब्ल्यूज ये जो इनके साथ एक्म्प्लिसेस हैं उनकी स्पोर्ट है, और जहाँ उनको पता है कि हम सेफली निकल जाएंगे तो वहीं खेलेंगे ना, तो वहीं पे उन्होंने काम किया। बिकॉज आफ्टर डूइंग दिस एक्ट, ग्रूसम एक्ट, दे वेंट टू खुडवनी, in the same vehicle. Am I right? You also know a bit about it. What is your source?
Sir, this is what I also reported 15 days back at your company.
Very good. Good sources. हमारा वाले तो नहीं।
Sir, are there any increasing Al-Qaeda here in Kashmir?
Al-Qaeda के पीछे क्यों पड़ जाते? This is always like this ना, वो हम स्पोर्ट्स के बारे में प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रही है और आप ले आओगे अलकायदा को। बट देखिए मैं आप देखिए, I will not comment about that audio clip because I have not verified it. I do not comment anything about, मेरी आदत है जो मैंने वेरीफाई नहीं किया होता मैं उसके बारे में बात नहीं करता।
कि मिलिटेंट्स का रवाब जो है मरासिम जो है लड़कियों के साथ है, जैसा कि अबुदुजाना के थे,
वो तो मैंने ही कहा है।
तो आप कितने इंस्टेंसेस हो सकते हैं ऐसे, और क्या अभी भी?
नहीं, मैं इंस्टेंसेस गिनता नहीं हूँ, मेरा वो काम नहीं इंस्टेंसेस गिनना। मैंने एक पर्टिकुलर मिलिटेंट के बारे में बात की थी कि उस पर्टिकुलर एरिया में उसकी हरकतें क्या रही हैं, एंड अल्टीमेटली यार इट इज फॉर यू टू सी ही गॉट किल्ड इन दैट एक्ट।
पहली इनपुट है कि इंटरनल रिपोर्ट है कि पहली अमरनाथ यात्रा पे अटैक होने वाला है। क्या सर लगता है कि क्या सिक्योरिटी लैप्स हो गई है और सिक्योरिटी जोन के अंदर मिलिटेंट्स हैं, कैसे कामयाब हो गए सर इन्होंने?
देखिए, मैं आपको इसमें इतना बताना चाहूंगा,
Well, big success there for the Jammu and Kashmir police. So IG Jammu and Kashmir police Munir Khan addressing the media there about claiming in fact that they have solved the Amarnath Yatri attack case in which 7 Amarnath Yatris from Gujarat were killed after terrorists opened fire on their bus on July 10th in South Kashmir's Anantnag. In fact, the police they're saying that the terrorists had code words for the CRPF vehicle and Yatri vehicles. They had planned it meticulously. They wanted to do this, carry out this attack on 9th of July. at that day they could not find an isolated CRPF or Yatri vehicle. Then they carried out this attack on 10th of July. 3 militants who provided intelligence and logistic support to the terrorists who actually, Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists who actually carried out this attack, have been arrested. In fact, the aim, according to IG Munir Khan, was to create and scare the people and the forces there. He also said that the security forces are extremely close on the hunt of the 3 terrorists who carried out this dastardly attack on 10th of July. Ashraf Wani, my colleague, is now joining me on the phone line for more on this. Ashraf, this is a big success as far as the Jammu and Kashmir police is concerned. One case where all eyes were on the conspiracy, whether it was a random attack, whether it was a pre-planned attack, and what was the conspiracy. Now, Munir Khan coming out there and peeling all the layers as far as this entire controversy is concerned.
Absolutely, Ankit. Basically, there were so many questions raised when this attack took place on 10th of July, that how there was the police party initially on the target of militants, and how did the Yatra bus, which was off the schedule moving on the road, was hit. Then police said that they are going to investigate the whole matter, and it took almost 25 days for Jammu and Kashmir police to crack the case. And as per the Inspector General of Police, who is the top cop here in the valley, he clearly said that they joined the links, and first of all, they apprehended the overground workers who were providing logistic support to these attackers of Lashkar-e-Taiba. They were in their net. They were asked about the whole conspiracy, and by linking the different elements of the attack, they finally reached to the conclusion that this attack was carried out by the 3 militants of Lashkar-e-Taiba who are still on the run and are hiding in the Kulgam district of South Kashmir, which includes the Lashkar commander Abu Ismail. And so far, the people who are in the arrest of the police are also the sympathizers, as well as Munir Khan, the IG police, said that they are the militants without the weapon who are under arrest, who had been already arrested by the police, and who have given this clue. As you said, that there were the codes which were established by the Lashkar-e-Taiba for the target. The name Riaz was the code name given to the CRPF vehicle. The Shaukat was code given to the Amarnath pilgrims vehicles carrying them. And finally, in that way, this attack was carried out by the Lashkar militants. And as I said, the 3 militants who are on the run, who are main mind behind this attack, are being looked after by the security forces. And as police said, that soon they will be neutralized as they are approaching to them.
Ashraf Wani, thank you so much for joining us with all those details and providing us a perspective on this story. In fact, as Ashraf was also saying, IG Munir Khan, top cop of the Jammu and Kashmir, in fact, Valley, he is there very clearly saying that the police, the security forces are extremely close in eliminating the 3 terrorists who carried out this attack. He also said that it would be very soon that the people will get a good news as far as this case is concerned.